Welcome to the Ghost Heads Nerd Talk Podcast. Interviews and conversations about nerd culture from all around the world. Now here are your three Ghostbuster hosts, Joe, Rain, and Val. Enjoy the show.
Oh, hey fans! Hey all you cool busters and bustettes. I'm Ghostbuster Joe.
And I'm Rain.
And I'm Dave's Dimension.
And Dave, welcome, as always. And happy belated Ghostbusters Day, everybody. I know, a few days off.
Every day is Ghostbusters Day in my world.
I know it is. And then everybody at work laughs at me and called me a nerd. And I'm like, nerds are cool nowadays, all right? And then I walk away all privileged.
We were always cool.
Yes. Told him, I always go over the stupid fact. Hey, Dallas here.
Yay!
Stupid weird fact.
Why is my screen black? Okay.
What? Uh-oh.
Huh?
Hey, what happened to our name tags?
Oh, no. What happened? Yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
ate them.
You control the show.
Well, what happened? Is there a flippy? Did I mess something up?
It's all right.
It's okay.
Hey, there we are.
Yeah, like, he says black. Everybody's a black. Welcome, everybody, to episode 115, Ghost at Nerd Talk. Happy belated Ghostbuster Day, everybody. I usually do an episode on that day. I didn't. I was just lazy. And I also was doing interviewing. Like I was kind of busy being crazy. Everybody. So we're gonna recap Ghostbusters Day. So
For those who are not familiar with Ghostbusters Day, it's June 7th, because June 7th, 1984, when the movie came out. So for those who don't know what Ghostbuster Day is, that's what it is. So. The whole tube, I might be watching.
okay. Want me to get start, or you want Dave? Dave's always the fun biographer. He always has that biographer voice. I'm just that boring uncle voice. Like, remember when I used to go over there and drink beer? Yeah, that place was fun. Remember that? There you go, Dave. Oh, okay.
Ghostbuster Day
is for Ghostbusters fans remembering the movie Ghostbusters on that date in 1984, where they saved the world, and we all were happy, and yeah, and all those kids cried.
You mean the historical document known as Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, really, they saved the world, like, twice.
No.
More than that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Bow time.
If you want to be the troll in the basement, no, they didn't. They saved the world twice.
Technically, if you're counting the real Ghostbusters, because they were technically those
They did it every week. So
Yeah. Imagine that. They didn't even mention that in the movie.
hey, who knows? Maybe they'll expand in a new Netflix series whenever.
Yeah, the
it comes
Netflix
out.
series, yeah.
Did they say anything about that? Because that's still like
No,
me ready to make
it was
people-
not talked about at the event.
At all.
Jason Reitman's announcement was that with all the Ghostbuster franchises across the world, they're doing there's going to be a bit of a competition that they're launching. Competition campaign. The Ghostbuster franchise that raises the most money, that is Sony Ghost Corps, will actually, I believe they said they will match it up to $150,000.
Wow.
So that's cool. So whatever charity you're raising money for, because they're doing it, because the Ghost Corps being out in California, they've done a lot of stuff with the Los Angeles Ghostbusters in conjunction with Starlight Foundation and so many others. So they announced that. What was cool was Jason was actually rocking one of the jumpsuits from Afterlife.
Nice.
So he was out
I
there.
saw
Carrie
that.
Coon was in a uniform. Sadly, McKenna, she was in her casuals, but also it also happened to be the weekend of Tribeca Film Festival, and she's got a few movies coming out this year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's got Scream and she's got Five Nights at Freddy's. So she's been a pretty busy kid there. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, dogs and cats raining together was pretty much the theme of Ghostbusters Day. It was raining all day long.
I will say I
So-
saw some videos of it for Ghostbusters fans. They might know Pizza Plasm / Real Ghostbusters. I saw videos of him like out there like
Oh,
dancing in
Chris.
the rain.
Chris
Chris
Sorrentino,
Sorrentino. Yeah.
aka Baby Belushi.
Yeah,
He
he has
is.
like 4 different names.
I mean, he'll dance whether there's rain, shine, could be mud out there, could be like Woodstock, and he will still just rock on. He was doing double duty there because every year he does a sprint for Ghostbusters Day. This year he did stop it. There you go.
Ah,
He did the real Ghostbusters, but the rooftop being part of it.
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
He always does something awesome. But yeah, it was pouring. I mean, literally at one point it was coming down insanely hard. There was 2 lines, one for merch, one for autographs. One was around one block, one was around the other block. It was like we had hundreds of people this year. I mean, I dare say maybe more than last year. And last year was the 40th. It was insane. We had live music. I mean, it was just awesome. Jason Reitman, Harry Coon, and McKenna arrived in an Ecto, so that was pretty awesome. They just didn't just pull up in like a Blazer; they pulled up in an Ecto one. How was their Ecto for Ghostbusters Day? It was fun. Ton of merch.
Yeah, there was a lot of merch announced. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And for those that don't like license plates, there's a patch.
Oh,
oh.
I could use that for
Nice.
this.
Hasbro is they are releasing more of the Ecto Glow. They have some pins. So you got later this year, you will have, later this fall, there's going to be Slimer Ecto Glow and Stay Puft Ecto Glow. They did announce an Ecto Glow Ecto 1. So for those toy collectors out there, both of those are going to be SCC exclusives, but I believe the Ecto 1 will actually be a pre-order you can do. Stop it.
Yeah.
It's a pre-order you can do.
Stop messing things up.
Stop it. Come on. There we go. As a pre-order you can do on Hasbro Pulse. But the figures are still going to be an SCC exclusive. So, may you have the fastest fingers available to order it during San Diego Comic-Con, folks. They unveiled that pack.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh.
The 84
roo-
pack, right?
Yes.
The rooftop pack, right?
Yeah, it's going to be an 84 pack, and it looked beautiful in person. I mean,
Get
when you had that new pack that you built and it's got that fresh coat of paint, it just looks perfect. That's how it looked.
So yeah, they announced
Okay.
these. Yeah, the rooftop series plasma showdown,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, the one that everyone was talking about was the 84 pack, which is the HasLab pack without all the extras that are thrown onto it. Which actually, I actually really like. I mean, the fact that it's also $100 cheaper, which a lot of people were. I saw a few people were complaining, oh, it's because of this and that and this. But I mean, it's still cheaper. I mean, I think it's because they because the molds they probably had to make for the HasLab pack and everything else for that. I think it's because of the tooling, maybe all that. Maybe it's why it's cheaper cost for them. Who knows?
I'll say this: Hasbro. I used to jokingly say this about Hasbro, and I actually have respect for the Hasbro team. I used to say Hasbro was Latin for repaint, whether it was Transformers or whatever line it was. But I mean, yeah, this is.
Oh yeah,
because they like to do different art decos, different variations of the same figures from time to time. But with this, I mean, they didn't have to. All they had to do was take away parts from the Afterlife pack.
right.
And I spoke to Zach from the Hasbro team, And I asked him because I asked him a question about the Ecto One HasLab. It will have a siren. That was one of my concerns I wanted to discuss. But I asked him, says, so is this going to be just is it just like a new skin or what's going on? He said it's going to have 84 sounds exclusive. It will not have afterlife, but it may, and he used the word may, have Ghostbusters the video game Easter eggs in there, which would make sense because remember the wands have the Easter,
the wand does
those modes. So what I'm hoping for is, please God, please, how about we get different color modes on the pack? That would
the
be
problem.
Oh.
The problem is that the wand doesn't technically talk to the pack. As a person who has modified the hell out of my
power.
HasLab, it just detects power, and that's the only thing it does. And which is why everyone mods the shit out of it. But yeah, I don't see a way to. I mean, unless they modify the board inside. Yeah, unless they modify the board inside, and then the wand is able to send a separate signal that the board can tell that it's changing to that kind of color. That would be the only thing I can actually see.
It would. I know a lot of people who are waiting for this to happen, and yes, I have seen the haters, and people just need to relax. I mean, I'm all for anything that furthers the merch line, that furthers the fandom. I mean,
it looks like it's still got the
I would be.
There.
I think it's still going to have the compartment. That's where maybe a USB port is going to be, or maybe not.
Right. There's some really good things that they did to it. Adding USB-C option. That way you don't have to worry about. You can just plug in a power bank.
The thing is, you could do is look at it because they had glass, kind of like COVID-esque dividers to prevent, obviously, rain and also from everybody and their grandmother just grabbing everything.
Poor Rain it was saying Rain can't touch it. Poor girl.
Yeah. But it's cool that it's still going to open like the original, or like the Afterlife. So that's cool. I loved how metallic the shock mount looked. It looked so legit in person. I'm like, it looked good. I mean, it is. I mean, HasLab pack, or the original HasLab pack, was so much lighter than most of the packs that we wear, right?
Yeah, it's about 50 pounds.
And this is another thing is this is going to be a big selling point because, now I see it. I was wondering if that was going to be the case. Look at the V hook. It's definitely straight. It's definitely straight. That's something I'm going to change.
Why is it straight?
Well, in Ghostbusters 1, that's how the wands were. They were straight, and then Ghostbusters 2,
up and down.
It was easier.
The rubber packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original 84s were slightly bent to allow for the actor to easier grab it. Yeah.
But I mean that's a kind of a simple fix, a little drill and
sure. I mean, I've replaced every single item on this HasLab pack. Everything has been replaced. I mean, you can't even really call it a HasLab. It's more of a has-been. It's really just a HasLab shell. There's nothing in it that's Hasbro anymore. But I love the fact that this is something that I wanted to do after doing my HasLab pack. I wanted an 84 pack, and now here I can already just start. I don't have to worry about buying a secondhand HasLab pack from someone for like $1,000 or trying to build a shell.
The aftermarket is no joke. No joke. But I know
they didn't say if they were going to be, if it was a limited run or if it's the whole thing, though.
Well, Emily and Zach and the rest of the team there, they had said that this is going to be pre-order, so there's no time limits per se. There's no restraints. Once the pre-order is closed, this will go directly into production. Now, I've talked to a few YouTubers myself who are wondering, is this the new approach to HasLabs? Are they trying this out as a potential? This is, they're not flat out calling it HasLab. They're not doing a campaign, so to speak. They're not trying to put any incentives or stretch goals out there, because with the dreaded T word, the T-Raps as I like to call them, that's a real concern when it comes to the crowdfunding. Is what can we do? And, are people going to be open to traditional HasLabs anymore? Because they've had some hits and misses recently.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the YouTubers I talk with all the time, Hey Archer from the Real Nerd Busters on Instagram. That's one thing he brought up was like, it's basically it is exactly the HasLab pack, except it's clean, but and it's close to a price point. I mean, when have you ever seen a regular merchandise item through Hasbro at $300? The closest is
Right.
maybe the Force Effects lightsabers on the Star Wars side. Other than that, have you ever seen anything like a regular pre-order item go for that much?
Right.
So I mean, it touts the line that is this HasLab? It could be. It could be a new evolution of how they're going to do HasLabs moving forward.
Yeah.
But also the irony is, okay, if you get the pack and you get these, they're both slated to be shipped out roughly around March 1st. So that's not just 300 plus a tax, which is like maybe 326 for me here in New York State. Then that's another $100 if you want these guys on top of it. So
I ordered the Mondo real Ghostbuster figures that are like super detailed. I was
yes, so did I.
I don't need these, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I
now,
just got an email today.
Did you hear the note? Oh, you heard about that?
It's been delayed till August now, not June. It was originally supposed to be June, but now it's delayed again to August.
It was May, then it was pushed to June, now it's pushed to August. But here's the other clincher. Egon was supposed to ship out at August, so are they going to ship Egon then,
right,
or is he going to be pushed back another 3 months?
Probably pushed back more. I heard the
which would be like November. No, so you're probably looking at like November, December. Hopefully, we get Egon before Christmas, because Venkman's pre-order was November.
Yeah.
So I mean, but here's the question: a lot of people are like, "Oh, it must be the tariffs," but here's the clincher. There's a couple YouTubers, Yes Have Some, Craig Goldberg from Yes Have Some, and also Jay from Geek Dad Life. And I believe Toy Shiz, that's TOYSHIZ, they already have them in hand.
Oh, wow.
So
Valley's gonna order
Mondo's already made sure to get them in the hands of some of the more well-known YouTube channels.
Daddy
So
Dave's gonna order as well. He's accidentally gonna click the button.
Good.
Well, I don't know if you saw it. I thought these are really cool. I'm not particularly a wearer of these shoes, but I would be after this. But I did see that they were the Crocs are actually pretty cool.
My sister's reaction when I told her this, right? That's when you heard the ding ring, and she said, "Shut up." Really?
I was like, dude, how did you not know they announced Crocs? And I was like,
I'll be honest, I'm not a Croc person, but
I
think I would rock these. I think I would
rock these at a convention or something. Hell yeah.
I don't know I wear Crocs at work. I'd freaking wear these Crocs.
It
and I know
comes with the tiny ghost trap and a Slimer.
And it comes with all the name patches.
You got the hazard striping on there.
So I made sure that whenever like they start coming out, I could go ahead and get mine, like get the notification for whenever I could buy mine, because like I just this past month started wearing Crocs. So I've had like a certain hatred towards Crocs for a certain reason for so many years, and then I finally caved recently. I see you, Joe.
Yeah, so I might have to get 2 pairs for my wife. But I joked around with her. I was like, well, what if this does so well that they come up with a Stay Puft version?
Oh, little white and blue. What about Slimer ones? Like
I mean, you could replace that green slime, maybe do some special white paint and just make it into, marshmallow instead of slime.
Yeah.
No, that would look wrong.
Would it?
Yeah.
White goo on shoes? Yeah, it probably would look really wrong.
I mean, there's a lot of birds outside, sure.
I mean,
what if
why is it so sticky and it smells like pineapple?
It's just so sticky.
Like, oh my God. Don't watch Dane Cook. Why is the floor so sticky next to me?
Does Dane Cook even tour anymore?
Don't you remember?
Last time I heard of him was like 2008 or something. Jesus.
I saw him live in Madison
They
Square
showed a bit
Garden.
more info on the deluxe trap. I don't know if you guys have seen this. To compete with Hasbro's trap. Like now the Spirit Deluxe trap now actually has like lights and
yeah,
it looks okay.
I mean for under 200, and the fact that it's detachable, everything's nice and detachable. I mean, it is a nice budget option. But
one nice thing about this is you could actually sport this on your belt and not have to worry too much about like the $400 version that you bought from Hasbro falling and breaking.
Or the weight of that the Hasbro tuna box trap hanging down.
Yeah,
because those are heavy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have worn the harness for that trap on my belt, but I won't bring that belt to a con or an event. No thanks.
Yeah, it's a lot of
those
our
price
team
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But,
it scares me because I wonder how the handle is on that one, because I know with the HasLab ones, I've seen a lot of people like with their handles
Talk
on
about
theirs
the bending.
breaking because
all the
the
time.
trap is so heavy, but the handle is just horribly made. It feels like so flimsy.
They
I
could
mean,
have
to be
they could
fair,
reinforce
there
it.
is that right there. I don't know if that's cosmetic or if that's
I hope
actually-
it's purposeful, because
Yeah.
I've done that plenty of times on the old spirit traps. I know where you're
Yeah.
going with that.
Though I mean, it does look like it might be molded with the trap body. I don't know. It's hard to see. Let me see. See if we can get a better shot.
I have an idea. Order the trap and we can see better in person.
Yeah, that too, right?
There it goes.
Hey, at least they did better with they have an actual proper toggle switch on there, not just like a little
Yeah.
cheap black switch on there.
Yeah.
I mean, the red
No,
the red
I
lens
see
could
kits-
still be played
I
with.
see kits for them that make them a lot better.
What's it? Sponge face.
Yeah,
Does that
especially
stuff, yeah.
yeah.
But now let me ask you this, Rain. Being a proton pack person, do you think that part of Hasbro's reasoning, hey, okay, let's price it at 300. Spirit is doing their full size at 270, 270 something,
Something
give or
like
take.
that. Yeah,
So they're like,
it's,
hey, let's still do a little bit of competition.
yeah.
So I mean, for $300, for like what, about $30 more, you're getting so much more quality than a Spirit pack per se.
I think the only thing that would turn people off is not having the wand attached to it versus Spirit
yeah,
guys. I think for hardcore Ghostbusters
Okay.
or
Yeah,
people who would be more into it, I think the HasLab version for the people who missed out on those.
Yeah.
But I still think the core people who don't really want all that but want a decent pack would probably go for the Spirit since it's got a wand on it. You don't have to spend anymore.
Yeah, I'm looking for the 84 wand right now because I know they're hitting ollies for like $50 a pop. They still never hit the East Coast here, but now
Oh,
I
shit.
was looking at eBay. People are already selling the Spangler and the 84 wand for like $230, $250,
That's ridiculous.
I went to
$280,
Ollie's
almost
every day.
$300 just for the wand. I mean, that's
I
like
think it
Matty
was
collector
you,
prices.
It was I think it was you or Ghostbusters News that they're selling stuff at Ollie's. I went to Ollie's a
Yeah.
few weeks ago with my buddy Hector. I looked up every
In the corner.
item. Did it again, he howled.
Go ahead.
No, nothing.
That's
I've
right.
got like I'm not gonna lie. I've got like 3 Spangler wands in the corner. I've already sold one. Like,
Do you have any 84s I can buy off of you?
no, but if
See?
if I find
I mean,
one, I'll
Technically,
sell it to you
I have
I have my Spangler heavily modified here, but
I have 4 Spangler wands in the house here too. Really.
Yeah,
But they're
I
all
went
attached to different proton packs. But yeah.
I literally went to an Ollie's with my friend in Port Jervis, New York, and I actually constantly looked around the toy aisle like 5 or 6 times, maybe something I missed.
Mhm.
Not one Ghostbuster, anything.
I haven't seen them on the East Coast. So, oh, by the way, speaking of Ghostbusters, if anyone is looking for remember the Kenner reissue freight figures, GameStop apparently has them marked down to like $8.97 a piece. So if your local GameStops have them, right now the online price is actually $8.97 for those.
Mhm.
So
Oh, wow.
figure out. I actually was looking on GameStop today to see if they had prices on any sales on the 84 wands, because I know a few still carry them, but nothing on. They don't even list it anymore online. So, but I
Dave,
saw
do you
those
want me
Fright
to
Feature
share that
figures.
thing in the thing now for you about what you're going to be doing.
Oh, the link for I think did I
Yeah.
put no, I don't think I put the right link in there. Let me grab the right one.
Oh no,
No, I didn't grab the right one because I'm an idiot.
no, I called myself an idiot like 3 times today, and my British friend got mad at me. She's like, "Stop calling yourself an idiot, Joe." I'm like, "I'm an idiot." The only person that called me an idiot with a British accent and I'll accept it is the virus. I'm like, yes, I'm an idiot. Yep. Actually, it was funny, Rain and
There
Val.
we go.
Virus was actually saying to me,
There you go. There's a Facebook link in the private chat that's the one that you would share.
okay, so don't share any of the other stuff, the Dave's Dimension YouTube channel, stuff like that.
Yeah, ignore that.
Ignore that stuff. Okay.
Whoa.
Somebody's coming.
Ooh, somebody stop me.
Somebody's coming. Oh, jeez. Those white shoes.
So for those, because we were talking about this backstage before the show came on. So for those who don't know what's going on with your team and what are they auctioning and what's this for?
Yeah. So this is the latest. I believe this is still going for the same fundraising that we were doing for Hook and Ladder 8. This is just something additional that this was actually done yesterday, or not yesterday, but Saturday during GB Day. These Crocs were announced and they were presented at the Firehouse. And while Jason Reitman, McKenna Grace, and Carrie Coon were there, they decided to, hey, we're gonna autograph these and we're gonna do a whole auction here. So this is one last surprise for Ghostbusters Day. This revealed the Ghostbusters Crocs. Obviously, they were all signed by, like I said, Jason Reitman, McKenna Grace, Carrie Coon. And right now the listing is live. You can go now. The link that I have shared takes you directly to the Buffalo Ghostbusters Facebook page, and all the links, all the information is right there. All the previous announcements, any questions, concerns, donate, bid, and it looks like it is Buffalo Ghostbusters betterworld.org is where you're actually going to go to bid on them. During the Ghostbusters Day, we actually there were several auctions for autographed posters from Frozen Empire that had everyone on there, and I do mean everyone. I think some of them went for about maybe $2,000 or $3,000. I mean, they really Sony Ghost Corps coming out and helping us out with a lot of the prizes and a lot of the auctions this year. Really stepped things up, and and every year we've been doing this. This is year 5 we've been doing this, and the biggest help to this events every year is the Firehouse, because they're a functional firehouse. They had to go on 5 separate calls Saturday during the event. So imagine having like maybe 600 people around a firehouse and then having to pull the truck out and going off. Many years ago, during my high school days, I actually was a DJ. So that was another time. I guess another dimension counts. There you go.
I always love his stuff. His comments are so funny on the dude's episodes. I wonder if blah 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 is ever, and it's just like, love it. I love his comments. This is so funny.
But yeah, this is going on, and also some of the merch that is left over will, if people are interested, they can actually reach out to Buffalo Ghostbusters, such as the beautiful license plates, which some of them actually have an exclusive sticker that comes with it.
That's cool.
But like of course the patches, I love the patches actually. The Ghostbusters Day official Year 5 challenge coin.
Very
and
cool.
Of all things, we actually have a Ghostbusters Day CD now. Ghostbusters Day album. Only available on CD while supplies last. It was a special pressing that they allowed to do. The Alessi brothers and Matt Splatter that created original songs, and that's what's featured on this album.
That's awesome.
And also, if anyone was interested in the live performances, you can actually go to the Buffalo Ghostbusters page, We actually did live recording of, we were out there in the rain with the cell phone doing a Facebook Live to catch performances from Mad Splatter, which are actually based out of PA, and the Alessi brothers, who are, of course, famous for saving the day from part 1. And they were rocking out in the rain. They were straight out troopers. Straight troopers there. But yeah, there's a lot of other merchandise. Like there's a special Ghostbusters Day t-shirt produced by the Hook and Ladder 8 firefighters themselves. So a lot of merch that can still be available. You just have to reach out to the Buffalo Ghostbusters. You can always email them at info@buffaloghostbusters.com or just message us on the Facebook page.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm still blown away by how many people were out there. We had people from Denmark, Argentina, just all over the world just came out, and they stood out in the rain.
Ghostbusters Germany?
No one officially from
Guys are
Germany
everywhere.
that I was aware of. But yeah, we had people from all over the SOS South End Ghostbusters were there.
Dry around here. Shut up, Joe.
But we had
everybody else is wet. Me.
oh man, it was hot, and it was also raining at the same time. The Hasbro team, I have nothing but respect for them. They put up a pop-up tent, and they were out there in the rain showing off no pun intended, they were out in the rain showing off the Proton Pack, showing off the Ecto HasLab, the Ecto 1 HasLab for the current updates to show. And what was cool was they showed one as Ecto 1, and the one that they showed as the Ecto 2 lights, that was painted to look like the ambulance when Ray first pulls up. It was like in like two-tone kind of navy, kind of faded coloring. The windshield, like the actual glass for the car, was all yellowed and everything, like it was sitting out in the sun for the longest time. So that was kind of cool. And the Ecto Glow figures, they look phenomenal. The packaging alone is going to make you want to get them and not want to open them.
Mm.
But I'm hoping that they'll bend the knee and make those figures just available for everybody. I mean, they are such. I get that they're a niche item from the 80s, but they are very cool. I mean, people will pay $200 for a single Ecto Glow figure from the 80s right now. So
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Trying to market on what demand and availability
Yep.
and yeah.
Yep. They are going to have more Ecto Glow coming out in 2026. There was a graphic that they had posted that showed the Ecto Glow figures, the Ecto 1 Ecto Glow, but then they showed fall 2025, which was a silhouette of Slimer and Stay Puft, and then another silhouette, which a lot of people are thinking is going to be Louis Tully, because he was actually included and released in the Ecto Glow line. Janine was on the boards, but she was never actually released. So I actually was hoping it might be her, but looking at it, it looks more like the Louis Tully figure with a weird kind of a Ecto Glow helicopter, which was a concept figure that they never released. So that's slated for, I think they're saying maybe March or spring of 2026. But hopefully they'll keep the line going, because I think it's going to do very well.
Nice. Cool. Sounds good.
Maybe Slimer, why are you showing your butt to the crowd? What did I tell you about that?
Slimer's
full
always
moon
showing
out.
his buttocks.
He's got a little butt. It's like, not like the butt like Jason Ghostbusters News always talks about, but he's got a pointy butt.
I will say, Dave, I saw you were busy like all weekend from Friday night to.
Oh, you mean the what? Yes, have some.
Yeah,
Party?
I saw Christopher Burns kept like posting a bunch of stuff.
Oh,
I'd be like,
yeah,
hey, he's
Burnsy.
standing in the back.
Yeah, Burnsy. He's like he is the lead tech guy for our team. Like he actually has done some film production himself, so like he really knows stuff.
Yeah.
But he's always a trip and a half. I mean, it was $100 ticket to go there, but those proceeds went into the charity of the year this year for Hook and Ladder 8. So, because every year it's a new charity that Hook and Ladder 8 themselves choose. We don't choose it; they do.
That's cool.
And it was the Thomas, I'm going to butcher the name, Elliser Fund, which actually benefits families when the firefighter in the family has passed away, but due to natural, like maybe a car accident that was not in the line of duty, it helps those families out.
That's cool.
So it's something a little bit different. Last year we did Tunnel to the Towers Foundation. I think we raised 43 grand last year, and this
What?
year, yeah, I mean that's from the merch to the autographs. I mean, other than obviously McKenna, Carrie Coon, and by the way, I gotta say, Carrie is the most coolest person in the world. Like she was joking around with McKenna, like McKenna's her daughter, and
Aw.
they spent time with a lot of us taking pictures and just she was just very cool, very goofy, and she was just having fun. And you love those kinds of interactions.
Yeah. Yeah.
For like the fourth year in a row, fourth or fifth year in a row, we had Joe Cirillo, who is a police officer from Part 1, he's like the sweetest guy in the world. I jokingly call him Uncle Joe when we see him. He comes down to Buffalo and he does events with us, like our Nickel City Con and stuff. He's just the sweetest, most fun guy. And he's got a history like you wouldn't believe. He was a technical advisor and appeared on Kojak. He filmed scenes for The Godfather. This guy, like, he's got this prolific history. Plus, he was in NYPD for years
Wow.
before that. So, and
Which
is
cop
like-
was he in Ghostbusters?
Huh?
Which cop was he in Ghostbusters?
hey, Pencilneck, don't you tell me how to do my job?
Oh,
Well, no.
that guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that-
really?
that's
Okay.
Joe
And he's
Cirillo.
with the-
Like, he looks so
the
mean.
blow up, yeah.
He looks so mean
Yeah, he
on
does.
camera.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's like the sweetest guy. He like you.
Really?
You're talking to the guy. You think you're talking to your grandfather or your uncle. He's like the coolest guy ever. And yeah, he's up in the age, but he drives himself everywhere. And like he's just like one of those amazing people. It's like he's always there for us. Every year he comes out and just he's awesome. We had who else did we have this year? Oh, we had Adam Murray for the second year in a row. He was the Stay Puft Marshmallow truck driver who gets his truck jacked by the mini puffs at the end of Frozen Empire.
Val
he's-
met him.
He's
Yeah.
also been in a few he's been in like background actor in Stranger Things, and he's got a lot of other projects lined up this year. Very cool guy. He's new to the fandom, but he is very cool. Came out, he's taking pictures, tons of people, just having a grand time with the fans. You know, and that's the thing.
Adam,
It's a free event.
well,
What?
from experience, I will say Adam Murray is like one of the coolest people I've ever met from this community.
He's so chill. Like he's got this
He is.
he's just this chill factor.
No, whenever I went out there last year, I was like
Yeah.
posting things on my story. Like every state sign, I'd post a picture of a little like my mini puffed
Mm-hmm.
next to it, and then like I was like visiting Stranger Things locations on the second day, and he commented, he's like, "Hey, I saw your story." Like he messaged me, he's like, "Hey, I saw your stories, and I saw what you're posting about Stranger Things. Are you going to New York?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Cool, I got something just for you." I was like, "Oh, that was
Yeah.
cool."
He was cool. Last year, after the event, a couple of us, we actually had dinner with him at Tavern on the Green. He was just like my wife jokingly said, "Oh, we're gonna go out to dinner after, later on in the evening. Did you want to come and join?" Because my wife is that hospitality kind of person. Like she's got to be everyone's mother. Like, hey, we're grabbing food. Do you want to come? That's how she is. He was like, "Yeah, sure." So he came out and he had dinner with us. Friday night after the Yes Have Some, he was there, and believe it or not, he won prizes. He won a 2-in-a-box.
I saw that.
No shit.
Okay. He won a because everyone who went there they paid for a ticket, so he had a ticket, and he gets called. It's him. Adam Murray won a 2-in-a-box. So
Wow.
he's getting one from Hasbro. That was kind of fun and cool. And like afterwards, he went with us because almost like kind of diagonally across the street from Rodney's is Ritz Diner, which was the conceptual idea model for Melody's Diner in Frozen Empire.
Oh.
So we went there with a bunch of us, and we just, he was with us, and we just, got like a You know, after you have a few beverages, a few adult beverages, you kind of need to get some solid, greasy food into you sometimes, right? So we went over there and got some food. But yeah, he's like one of the most chill guys I've ever met. Like he'll do anything for a fan, and he's so responsive. Like if you friend him on Facebook, he will accept it and friend you back. Like he's
That's cool.
an awesome dude.
I'm gonna do that right now.
There you go. But
Who's
before
that
he
you
blows
do
up too much, right?
Right. That's cool.
I'm not allowed to send people friend requests anymore because I'm at the max.
As a what?
I'm
He's
at
at
the
the max as his limit.
You have max? How do you have max friends on your friggin' Facebook?
I
I'm gonna
think
say
was it like 1,000 or something like that?
Is it
Yeah,
really?
let's
Oh,
just say that before, when I was working at Walmart, nobody wanted
Like
to be
people
my
are still
friend.
on Facebook?
No, when I was
Well, it's
working at
not
Walmart, no one
MySpace.
wanted to friend request me. And then I start this podcast that I have been doing now for 4 years, and all these wrestlers are like, "I want to be your friend." Friend request, friend request, friend request. I'm just like, y'all hated me
Okay.
before. Now you want to be my friend? And all
Oh.
these Ghostbuster people want to be my friend now too. I'm like,
Jason Reitman was handing these out.
ooh,
my God.
jealous.
What is it?
That's cool.
Is it a pin or a coin?
Ghostbusters. No, it's a patch.
Oh, a patch. Okay.
And of course, every year, everyone's trading patches. Of course, there's always a big
Mhm.
patch exchange there. So my wife got a few patches from people. So
Nice.
yeah, I got that one, and we got the Ecto Ordnance from Tools and Talent Props.
Oh, very
They're
cool.
like a little shop on Etsy, but they also have their own website where they will sell add-on parts. Like if you want to replace the hose for the HasLab with more screen accurate looking parts, they have this nice little, like, it's the most ingenious thing. It's a bar with kind of like, it looks like two hooks that's magnetic, goes on your Alice frame. You take it off. It's a miniature pack stand. Like you put the one
Really?
hook on the Alice frame and the other end just kind of rests on the ground at an angle, and your pack just stands up. So I mean, it's ingenious instead of trying to carry a guitar stand with you everywhere you go.
Yeah. I mean, there was a point where my spirit pack with the Alice frame and everything on it would sit just
Sit
right.
perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah, it would sit just right. But yeah, if you barely touched it, it was plonk.
Yep.
But yeah, if it would just sit there and look beautiful right there. But yeah. Or the other HasLab.
I'm having
yeah.
flashbacks of that just now. Geez, thanks.
You're welcome.
But
So,
go ahead.
oh, sorry. No, I was just gonna say I wasn't at Ghostbuster Day this year, but a lot of my friends were. It was a lot of people
Yeah,
that I
we
had
did.
met last year, and so I had So sorry, you were talking about trading patches earlier, and it
Yeah.
brought this back. Somebody had one of my buddies. A guy went up to him. He's like, "Hey, you're friends with this person, right?" Like, and handed him like a picture, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll send this to her." And so now, one of my buddy, even though I wasn't able to go, I'm gonna go ahead and send a couple of Yellow Rose patches to my buddy, and he's gonna send me. And I'll show this really quick. Wait, no, this.
You screenshot a picture from the show.
There we go.
Oh, you on the screen.
We have a screen share thingamajig.
Yeah, share it.
I don't know, it's
Is
not
it-
popping up.
You share? Here, I'll do
There
it for
it
you.
is. Yeah, so I had somebody. They met the president of my group, this
No
dude
shit.
over here, and
Okay.
he got a patch. And I'm gonna send him a couple more, and he's gonna send me a Diamond State patch. It's like cool. Like I'm getting. I felt
But
so
you have
happy. I was
this.
Oh yeah.
like, I do actually. Yes. I was like, oh, I'm getting to take part of the festivities. I wasn't even there.
I mean, if you send me your patch, I'll send you a Buffalo Ghostbuster patch your way.
Dude, I will totally do that.
I mean,
Our
We need to
team
get
is
patches for
shared
Ghost
our
of Nerd Talk.
who
I need
doesn't
to
love a
find
chicken
somebody-
wing?
I have one of your patches. I forgot. Or
Yes,
maybe
I
it was
do.
you that you sent it to me, Dave. But I have
Bet you don't have
I
this
have-
one.
I think I have that one. No, I have the one with the
Are you
regular
sure?
red.
Yeah.
circle.
This is the one for the Red Frozen Empire coats.
Yeah, because I want
You
to
do a
finally
bunch of
start my
different
patch
patches.
collection, and I have like not done that
Now,
yet though.
how
so-
are you going to display yours? Are you going to do the old CD book and use that? Well, some people do that. They'll do the old CD book binders and put them in the sleeves. Or are you
So-
going to be a weirdo like me and just get a big, massive frame and take like a little piece of tape, put it on the back of each one, and just have it hang them?
Okay, so
I say
one
you
thing
take a red jacket, rip the sleeves off, and make a battle vest.
Damn it, that's what I was... Okay, not the red jacket, but I do have a battle vest. It first started as a cosplay for a certain character, but then I ended up getting a lot of my own patches, and now it's like a full battle vest. And I wanted to wear it.
There were
Well,
two
actually,
people
one
who
time-
did that.
One time I did wear it with my Ghostbuster cosplay, like just with my
Nice.
friends. So when we were like having like a little costume party at somebody's house, I wore the battle vest. Like I was like, yeah, like metal like Ghostbuster, dude, like hell yeah. And I've been wanting to do one of those, but with Ghostbuster patches. Mhm.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
have you ever heard of the Moogly fan club?
Yes.
Okay, Eric Christensen. He has tons of patches all over his vest, and he always hands out like stickers, and because he designs patches himself. Him and
Okay.
Crystal Bass. So they design pretty much, I'd say, if not 3/4 of the patches out there are mostly designed by them. So he like his the front, the back, everything is like he's got tons of patches all over his coat. And I actually have an interview with him and another guy who had this very cool green and black vest, and he had a Casey Jones mask, but it was all covered in slime.
That's cool.
A very cool. He had
Yeah.
like a you know, like a Stay Puff, Stay Down thing spray painted on the back of his vest. It was pretty awesome. But I mean, that's the thing. It's like now GB Day is like, okay, not only do you have to make sure you're hydrated, you have money, but now you gotta have a stack of patches. Like people were wheeling and dealing patches the night before at Ronnie's Comedy Club
Dude.
for the YHS event. Like my wife borrowed she actually borrowed some patches off of Eric, and she was because he's kind of a part of our team now. So she knew he had tons of patches, so she was like, "Hey, I'll we'll pay you for that." And then she had some patches to try and trade with other people. So my wife is getting into the patch game now. So
Oh
I'm like,
my god.
yeah. I mean, it's addicting, you know. It's like, like you
It's
know
like
what
Pokemon.
well, it's like oh, don't laugh. There was a Pokemon Pokemon event going on in Jersey City. So pretty much all of New York and Jersey were half filled with Ghostbusters, the other half with Pokemon fanatics.
Oh my god.
Gotta
Okay.
collect them all.
I was
Yeah.
no, because like every year they'll go to a different city. It could be Chicago, could be Detroit. This year it happened to be Jersey City. We were staying in Jersey City, so I'm like, I told my brother, I messaged my brother back in Buffalo. I was like, so did you know there was a big massive Pokemon event? He's like, yeah, Jersey City. I was like, okay. So yeah, it was like half. Yeah, at the hotel, it was like half Pokemon people, half Ghostbuster people. It was kind of like this weird mix of people. It was kind of hilarious. But I mean, the thing is, like with challenge coins were like something you would give to someone or trade. Now it's just patches. Patches are like the top commodity now. You know.
I have like a
Probably because a patch you can you can sew it on something and display it versus
Yeah.
a coin maybe a little something different.
Yeah, I will say all of my coins that I've collected just end up in the drawer somewhere. Like, there's like a little like cluster of them in like the corner. That's like the coin corner, but that's it. Like,
I think this is the one from last year. It was actually an update of the Hook and Ladder 8 coin. Oops. But the back of it is the Firehouse.
ooh.
Oh, sweet.
So I actually have a couple of those. But yeah, it's like, I swear, like next year I'm going to have to bring like just a stack of like BGB patches and just pass them out, trade them.
again. We have to find someone that can make patches and do a patch for us, and have a Ghost Head Nerd Talk patch. I need someone to do patches.
I mean, can't you just go to a embroiderer or patch maker? Or
I
something?
went to one when I was living on Long Island. It's called Patriot Patching, and I don't know if they're still in existence. It's been a while since it has been on Long Island.
Also,
It is
I
all
think
about the old
sometimes-
school skate stickers.
I mean, I got them all over my. Yeah. Our team uses stickers a lot. Our Ghostbuster team.
Yeah, well,
Also, I just
we
wanna
do-
say-
we do stickers sometimes.
Hi, SNES. I've seen a couple people in here actually. Oh, there's Dave's Dimension, whoever that is.
Yes,
Everywhere.
yes,
Hi.
have some was actually giving out these.
Oh,
Oh, very cool.
They had like 4 or 5 different variants of these, but you can only take just one. So the fun thing was they were doing this obviously because this is made by GB fans. AJ Quick was the door guy doing the tickets. So the head of GB fans was just there handing tickets out. Nobody knew who he was at first. It was weird. The Hasbro people were there at the events at the Yes Have Some party, and then afterwards, everyone's just having drinks with each other. Like Eric Wright of Ghost Corps was just hanging out, talking with people. It was just kind of like weird. Like there was no cliques. We were just all Ghostbuster fans, just having drinks and having a good old time.
girls, ladies,
That's
I
awesome.
swear next year if you're able to do it, I want to go. And Val, my dad even said if you were able to come, he was like, "Hey, the girls should come here, and you guys could stay and travel to the city from up by us." And I'm like, maybe that'd be kind of cool.
Mhm.
And come to the Poconos and check out.
Oh my
the
god. Rain, we could finally room together.
Oh God! No, wake up! Wake up! What would I miss? And you can finally hear my dad.
Day.
Brooklyn voice.
It is.
Be like, you can finally hear my dad.
What?
You can finally hear my dad yelling at me about setting up microphones to do the show the day before we leave. He's like, "Joe, no, we gotta set up the mics this way." Dad, stop!
Yeah, the three of you could do the podcast in the same room for once.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that'd be
crazy.
hilarious. Have Val run into the room late, like.
No, she has to put her
Joe's
eye right
house.
at the camera.
Podcast is gonna start. I'm gonna be doing something somewhere else. Like, hold on, I'm FaceTiming with Rocket really quick. Be 5 more minutes. I'll be right there.
So I even had the message highlighted. Rocket has arrived, and he has not arrived. So no Rocket. Instead of no Michael K, no Rocket. Sad
No Rocket
face.
today.
Oh, our mascot. The lady
I-
that
I-
does me.
We have Baby
shirts.
Slimer's butt somewhere, so you know it's all right.
Now, I was gonna say, is your fill-in mascot Pedro?
Yes.
Oh my god! So I was really okay. I was already upset that I was gonna be missing Ghostbuster Day, right? I was so upset, and then the day before, I find out that later that Ghostbuster Day night, Saturday night, they are having the Materialists movie premiere, which meant Pedro was gonna be in NYC. I was like, no.
Tribeca Film Festival. Yeah. See,
But then he ended up
you could-
not being there though, so I was like, okay, cool.
I mean, who knows? You could have stalked him, you know.
I could have. Oh my god. And I would have been like, Pedro, can I have your autograph? And he would have signed it, and then it would actually be like a marriage certificate.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to say that before you do that. That's kind of premeditated.
I mean,
Camera and the
I
internet.
would never do that. It's just a funny joke, everybody.
Wink, wink.
Belle's not wearing her glasses either. We don't have to tell her the truth.
It's just a
Speaking
joke.
of
everybody.
Pedro,
Look,
now we can
look.
talk about Last of Us. Now that we're 2
Oh
weeks
my god.
past
Yes.
season finale now.
Oh
So-
my god.
Can I just say one phrase?
No,
Yes.
no.
I'm gonna be
No.
dead.
Okay. That bitch Abby.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you fucking called it. Yeah, next season's just gonna be about her. I bet.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
if Val's gameplay, you know, we'll know it's like what 2 seasons of just following Abby around. Please no. Gotta hope
Dude,
not.
Abby's story sucked. It was such a waste of time.
It
Just
sucks worse
and,
than
like,
a vacuum cleaner.
yeah, dude, it was my friends were laughing
He's
about
got
it
jokes
because
today.
we spend like all this time playing as Abby, and towards the very end of it, she kind of finds out that all of her friends are like dead. And in that moment where
Jesus.
she finds her friends dead and she's like throwing up because she's so sick by it all, even after all that time where you're supposed to be like growing with Abby and sympathizing with her, she finds her friends dead.
Yep.
She's throwing up. I was like, "Ha, you bitch!"
That's what you get.
Haha, bitch, your friends are
Yeah, like dude, that's what I was like.
So when it comes
immediately-
to the fight with her and Ellie, you just like here, just die.
dude, it
Don't even
was
make
so
fun of her.
like it was very mixed feelings because like I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, I gotta get Ellie to like progress the game, right? And then I go get her, and Ellie starts like beating Abby up, like beating me up. Like I'm playing as Abby, she's beating Abby up, and I'm like, yeah, Ellie, come on! And then like I gotta keep beating Ellie up. It was so weird.
Like, what do you mean game over? What the hell?
So yeah, no, we're definitely gonna get 3 to 4 episodes as Abby. Just like, I mean, definitely Seattle's day 1 through 3. We'll probably get maybe like a flashback episode with her where they try to make us sympathize with her more.
I mean, it's gonna be like Pulp
And-
Fiction. We're just gonna see it from everyone's damn perspective.
Right.
Oh my
everyone's
god!
Even the
Oh my
infected.
God.
And then suddenly there's a flashback from Pedro's character.
He's
Special
actually
guest
alive,
star,
right?
Pedro Pascal.
He's actually alive, right?
He's actually alive, yeah.
Oh, my
Oh, that'd be
goodness.
sad if he wasn't infected, though.
Ooh.
Oh gosh, look at them. Look at the-
Imagine, oh, she'd
No.
cry.
No, not yet.
She'd be in put her in the ICU. It's like, not my baby.
Your weekly moment of Pedro, brought to you by.
Actually, just
The Fantastic Four. First steps.
oh my god! So I got my tickets for that already.
Already.
Like as soon as they released.
Did you do that like 2 weeks ago or something? Jeez.
I don't know when they released. I think it was like last week or something. I messaged my buddy because he was gonna be the one buying the tickets. I was like, "Oh, tickets are up. Where do you want to sit?"
She's like front
Like-
row.
Yeah, right. She'll be Sheldon
And
Cooper
like, I
in that
just
theater.
want him
Mom.
to stand like right in front of the screen. Like, hell yeah!
She's just holding out for a Mr. Fantastic popcorn bucket with Pedro's head on it.
Yes.
I saw you post about the buckets. I think the buckets look epic for that movie.
Dude, I don't think I posted about the Herbie bucket, but I really want that one because it like supposedly it says like it holds like the drink, popcorn, candy. I'm like, dude, that's freaking rad.
Oh really?
I
mean, if it holds all that, shouldn't it be Mr. Fantastic? Because I mean, he can take any form, so he can be the bucket in the pop holder, beverage holder. So why not?
They should have made Deadpool make the one for this one.
Oh
What, his butt?
Like just
Oh,
commission
no.
Ryan Reynolds to make all popcorn baskets for Marvel.
Well, they did to Wolverine. They have your
Would it
hand
just
in
be-
the butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get your special sock out, nerds.
if it isn't Deadpool, it's Dune.
What's with the big buckets now? They're making it like you put your hand in the butt of like people. I'm
It
like,
started
why
with the
are we-
Oh,
silver
and
bucket, which
I
got
forgot
right
what
there.
movie it is, but there's a movie. I think it's Superman. There's a Superman popcorn bucket. It looks kind of like a phone booth or something, and it's like $80. No thanks.
$80?
Not dropping
$80
80. I mean, it's $50 for a popcorn bucket right now for the collector buckets. Let's be honest. I mean, at least some of the Ghost Trap ones were functional.
True.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it was,
I was-
the Regal one, or there was the AMC one. I don't know.
When I go to Yankee Stadium this year with my sister, I'm getting the Yankee Stadium bucket if it's not too crazy expensive.
Yeah, I will say I mean, of course, in like recent years, like they've been going crazy with the popcorn buckets, and like they even have like their own like category in like I don't know the film awards and crap, where it's like best popcorn bucket of the year. And I gotta say, like I love that. And I was just talking with my dad about it the other day, how like they have like these like these huge crazy collectible popcorn buckets where like they're barely a popcorn bucket. It's mostly just like something with like some empty space in it.
Yeah.
But we're talking about it. I completely forgot about this one because they've been doing that for a few years, and I think my dad's favorite that he was very upset that he didn't get was the one that AMC had for Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. Wait, Doctor Strange AMC.
What was it, like the Darkhold or something?
Let me pull up a picture of it right quick.
Right quick.
We go. I was about to say we're going all hood here. Like
Not left slow, but right quick.
Right
there was
quick.
a-
Wait, what did I say?
Right.
Quick.
Right
What?
quick.
No.
Right quick. Right quick. That's
I
what you
haven't
say.
said that phrase in a while.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Shit. That's cool.
Yeah. Thing like, and we don't go to AMC. We go to Cinemark. So
No.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of times these theaters are they're starting to sell these on the website regardless. So you can also try
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that
they
way.
did that.
Mhm.
I
I
know
mean-
the trap sold out immediately.
Yeah, I
got that
pretty
crap
much got
over
all
there.
of them. I got the Regal, I had the AMC, and I got the Slimer Cinemark bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Just but
Do
still
y'all
have them in
remember
plastic.
that one popcorn bucket, the one Slimer one that was like supposed to be like the most realistic looking Slimer, and then it ended up looking
not.
terrible.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
looks like something from like Dr. Seuss, like big red eyes and just like
I mean, I have the Sinmark one.
I'm looking at it right now.
I remember,
I mean, I
Oh,
put
yeah,
my
yeah.
I put
Wait,
my
it looks
dragon
like
in there.
oh my
Toothless.
god.
He's eating toothless.
My
How do
dad
you
and I,
keep
we've
it
been
from
watching
smelling
those
bad
movies
with
for
the
the past
butter?
few days. We watched those Dragon movies. You know, if Deadpool made that Slimer bucket, he would definitely put a hole in the back.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm not saying a word. I'll put it there.
Because you know it's true.
Bill Clinton now. Not saying a word.
But like, you know, Deadpool would be like, "Oh, you know, it's just so that you could get the butter at the bottom of the bucket."
He starts dripping on your lap like, oh shit, he's pooping on me, peeing on me.
What is this, Diddy?
Oh god. No, he would have called it Bert and Ernie. He would have gave it a sex name.
Jesus Christ.
He went, oh, wait it out.
You're fucking
Our truth. I don't even think that's PG.
Yeah. I have this lingering cough from a sinus infection. Won't go away.
Yeah, vaping. Need you. Can I still call him our
The
truth?
popcorn buckets. I love them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
no, for sure,
Ron
yeah.
R. Truth Killings now.
Fun fact, Dave, I actually
Yes?
met Ron Killings at a house show in New Jersey, and it was right about the time he became Ron Killings after he was
Did he call you Little Jimmy?
no, he yelled at me because he was a heel, and I said, "Okay, quick," and he went, "We ain't equals," and I went, I didn't know how to respond. This is before Joe Panther the Third. It was just like me, hey. I said his name when he was still in WWF, and he was like, "We ain't equals," and I'm like, "I'm sorry." I didn't know how to take it. I couldn't take it. I was like, "I'm sorry."
So I just looked up the Galactus popcorn bucket. I did not know.
Oh, yeah.
The
That's the $80 one. That's
yeah,
a hell no. That's a hell no
I-
right there.
yeah, and
Do
I'm
you have
looking at
popcorn with him?
it, and
what does it look
yeah,
like, Sharon?
apparently Herbie has the same prices, so I don't know. But I like I clicked on like this one image and it had like the title of it, like you know from
Can you share
YouTube. It had the YouTube title, and I love it because it was just, "Are you ready for 18 inches of Galactus?"
Damn.
Ouch.
Then he
Oh,
did
boy,
watch
make a
this
squeal like a
episode.
pig.
Can you share an image?
for purely
What?
scientific purposes.
Yeah,
We need to-
yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
that.
a ruler down here. Like, God, we need a ruler stat. What is 18 inches? Like those girls on TikTok doing that. Like, nope, would hurt me.
There you go.
Wait, let me check my ruler. Hold up.
You don't want to have a back injury on the first date.
Man, look at that! I've corrupted you guys. I love this.
You don't want to be handicapped on the first date.
You guys were
Val.
so
Come on, girl.
G-rated. Now I've corrupted you all. This is amazing.
You don't want to become a guy.
You're not even making the bad jokes, Rain.
Your friend
else.
is gonna dump you.
She's just laughing and hacking away.
laugh and hack
I know,
and hack
but
him. I like
a
that.
die over here.
She's just watching her work, like, finally
Yes,
come to
watching
light.
it all
It's like
unfold.
the first time
These
we meet, he
seeds of
comes up in a
destruction
wheelchair. I'm
have
like,
taken
oh my God, I can't even do a Zach Morris joke. Joe opened the door for her. Rain, just go on. It got. Oh,
Gosh.
sorry, Val. You gotta lift you
Yeah,
up.
maybe
You gotta
cry.
run to the firehouse door.
All right.
Zach Morris, trash. And she died. This has to be
Dying
the funniest
back there.
episode we've done.
Like, breathe.
God.
I guess I'd have to carry you down my basement stairs, Val. Come on downstairs. You're gonna go to bed. Oopsie. Sorry. I'm trash.
No, I'm still gonna get the Herbie bucket.
I haven't seen the Herbie bucket. I'll have to check it out.
Pictures are, it doesn't count.
It's just his crotch with his eyes popping out of it. What's going on?
But you have to you have to fist it though. Make sure you
Put your hands down in it, Val.
No. You press a button and it shows a little projection of Pedro.
Ooh, there you go.
Oh my God.
Smell a prop idea brewing.
It's,
So,
I'm
my
sure that's
buddies and
easy
I-
to do. You know.
So we're gonna be cosplaying when we go to watch Fantastic Four. Except the thing is that there's only gonna be 3 of us. So I'm gonna get the Thing action figure, and I'm gonna that's gonna be our 4th one, and I'm just gonna be like, so here's the Thing, and then show the Thing.
oh my gosh.
Do you even know the Thing's slogan?
It's clobbering time.
There you go.
Okay. They said it in the last trailer that was released. Well, except it was Johnny that said it, and the Thing was like, hell yeah. But they said it, so I love old cheesy Fantastic Four.
What
Now,
what do you mean by old? Because you're like 5 minutes old. So I mean, like what are you talking about? Like the Chris Evans one? Is that what you
I'm talking
consider
about,
the
like,
old Fantastic Four?
I'm talking about the comics, like
Oh,
the original
cool.
comics.
Are we
I
talking
didn't watch the
60s,
movies.
70s? What were you talking about?
60s.
90s? Okay.
60s.
That's hilarious. Like, no, she's only 5 months old. Aw. In podcast world, she's technically a year old. She's still a year old. So is Rain. No, Rain's 2 years old.
In my
No.
Ghostbuster group, I'm 12 plus 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. Last time you were 12 plus 8.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, well, now I'm not 12 plus 9. That was like the worst thing I ever said. They were making fun of me. 12-year-old in the backseat. I was like, actually, I'm 12 plus 8. And then, like, the moment I said it, I was like, God, that sounds horrible.
Your flight suit turned into a little girl baby, like with big glasses on, like in the backseat. That made it on a clip on the Ghost Head Nerd Talk page on Insta, so it works. Clips work.
So,
And words hurt. Just kidding. Oh, Dave's really acknowledging the chat.
I'm sorry. I got a ton of notifications. I'm just going through very
No,
quickly.
it was like you
before-
look like you were right now. The way you're positioned in the chat's almost on your face. So it looks like you're reading the chat really, really close.
Hey, I'm not the one that put that on the screen.
at least
That makes it look
that's
so
working.
official.
Yeah.
Couldn't hear you.
What?
Hey, welcome. Howdy.
They gone. Welcome to
So,
one
yeah.
of the most inappropriate conversations you'll have on a Monday night.
That's a normal day for us.
Galactus.
I'm almost scared if we ever did go to Ghostbusters Day, they'd be like, "Oh, let's go sit Nerd Talk over there drinking beers in the corner." They
Look at the
those-
pervs.
They're
So-
and
so
then
the-
two old ones there,
so
and they're
our-
potty mouths.
Current.
Yeah,
topic
it's
is-
it's the guy, the girl, with the purple hair, and then the toddler.
Yeah, she's in the baby drawer in front of Joe. I want a video. Oh,
the guy, the girl,
Hey.
purple hair.
Yeah, toddler. That was what?
Rain shows up in a khaki dress, like all like fancy, and I'm just
Hey, but
So is it?
we did have a Mr. Softy truck there.
really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's New York, so there's always like a bunch of tourists and tours coming through. So what happened was, like, during the rain, suddenly there was a Mr. Softy truck out of nowhere. We don't even know how that happened. It was like the first time ever there was a Mr. Softy truck just pulled up to the one corner. It's stayed there for like a good hour because the people in line were running and getting ice cream. They figured, hey, it's raining. It's raining. It's miserable. We might as well have some treats. Plus, a lot of people had kids with them.
Freaking
Yeah.
rad.
That's cool.
I love. Oh, I went to the city to see my sister in Brooklyn, and I'm doing. I don't know what I was doing, but all I heard was the song, and I like stopped on a dime, and I was like, "What does everybody want?" And then in my head, I heard Alice. No, what does everybody need?
What does everybody need?
I interviewed him. Everybody gave me their order, and I never ran outside the door so fast. For like, I'm like, stop. They didn't even get down to the house yet. It was like going really slow down the street, and I'm like, stop. The guy's like, I'm just like.
I remember when
20
Mr. Softy, the cones were like $1.
It,
They're probably like
you wanna know
$3
how much
now.
our order was? It was like
I
20
had
something
Mr.
dollars.
Softy near us.
What's a Mr. Softy?
It's an
It's
ice cream
ice cream.
truck.
It's ice cream truck.
So I guess
Yeah, I
when you
wasn't
come
too
to New
sure. I
York,
was
and
like-
out
They're
there-
old.
I mean-
Don't listen to them. It's fine.
I mean, I could say something, but there's already been a bunch of not so family friendly stuff said in. I mean, it's
Yeah,
Mr.
there's
Softy. Why do you think he's called Mr. Softy? It's ice cream, soft serve.
soft serve.
I can see,
Okay.
I
Sure
can
as
see
hell
the gears
wasn't the
going.
Viagra Man.
Well, yeah. Well,
I also just like zoned out for a second there, like in the middle of it. Then I was like,
Yep. Poop.
my bad, man.
People
I
love our
dissociated.
People prefer our patties.
But yeah, my order was like 20 something dollars. Whatever we got. I was like, what? My dad's like $20. And I was like, everybody wanted something and I bought it.
Yo no sé.
Did you just
I'm
order
like-
one of each?
Whatever my dad wanted, I got him. Whatever my mom wanted, I got her. Whatever my sister wanted, I got her. And I was like, okay.
No, when it comes to siblings, they can get their own.
I was right outside out of my sister's house, so she was like, okay, you want ice cream?
Softy.
Hit me up.
Just Google it.
Could have been.
You'll see
That
it.
could have been a Mr. Soft. Mr.
No,
Soft
but,
could have
like-
been a Marvel villain in the 60s. Yeah, it
But
probably could have.
no, with the Marvel villains in the 60s, they always had to have alliterations in their name, so it'd be like Super Softy Supreme or something.
Yeah. Definitely.
Sounds like a taco. Oh, Choco Taco, right? No.
Oh, bring
Coming
back
this
fast.
summer to Taco Bell.
Bing.
Super
Super
Softy
Softy
Supreme.
Oh my gosh. Maybe
It's like in the
Next-
late
never
90s,
was
everything was extreme.
you could ask the Ghost Head Nerd, have some people to DJ at the party.
What am I trying to look up? Mr. Softy. There we go.
You hear me, Rain? See if you
I mean, I
that night.
would love to, but I mean,
I will say this: we Saturday at the event, we had live music, but we also had a DJ there. New York guy by the name of DJ Steve O, not to be confused with the Jackass guy. This guy came in clutch because with the pouring rain, he had fun with it. Like he started playing songs that had rain in the title, like "It's Raining Men." You know, he just played like a bunch of like Purple Rain, and the crowd was loving it. And that's when people like Chris Sorrentino, you know, real Ghostbusters, start dancing in the rain. Like we had people who were they're just having fun with the music. So I mean, that was cool. If we didn't have a DJ there at the time, I think it would have been a lot worse. And the thing is, he was having fun with the crowd. And I think that was one of the best part. When you have a DJ who has a sense of humor and they can kind of read the crowd, which doesn't always happen. I'm sure you've seen that plenty of times, Rain. When like maybe there's like someone who's they can't read the crowd. But like this guy, you know, he did a good job. I'm like, I walked up to him, I was like, so you've been playing all these Rain theme songs. Where's Milli Vanilli? He just like looked at me. I was like, blame it on the rain. He was like, oh my God. Then he kicked it on in like 2 seconds.
I actually watched that whole thing they did about the movie. I think it's on
Milli Vanilli or Purple Rain.
Milli Vanilli. I gotta watch that one too. Start crying. It was his birthday a few days ago. Happy birthday, Prince. Yeah.
Oh,
Prince.
Prince.
Yeah, it was
rest
his
in
birthday.
peace.
Well, I mean, I know he's dead, but
What?
I'm so out of the loop on I don't know.
They have a series about Milli Vanilli. I think it's called Blame It on the Rain. And oh my God, it just gives you their whole life.
Business decisions, I think. You know, like, hey, let's pretend to sing. No one will ever catch us.
So
Oh,
how do
that's
we
the
go
guy we
from
talked about.
Ghostbusters Day to Ghostbusters stuff to popcorn buckets to now Manili Vanilli?
Welcome to Ghost Head Nerd Talk. We are running this book.
No, they did play that Vagon. They did Rain by Blind Melon. They also played November Rain.
Oh gosh. No, it's not.
Wow, Dave, look what you did.
I know.
You made
what the
them
hell?
sad. Now they're doing the face like they're constipated.
They are.
What's his face, Val? It's me
Look,
trying
I'm
to
just doing the emoji, okay? That's it.
There you go. Don't forget Mr. Softy Supreme, Overlord of Ice Cream.
Oh my God.
That sounds like a what is it? A Teen Titans villain or something.
Would he look like the guy from Pete and Pete with that big swirly head, but that had the angry face instead of a nice face? With red
Mr.
eyes.
Softy.
Oh, don't get Val started on the voices.
I'm not gonna.
It's like, I will take your city down, Icicle, as ice cream, $20 a bill.
I mean, come on. Batman had Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine how different Ghostbusters would be if Ray summoned like an ice cream guy and not a marshmallow guy?
Like, everyone would just be freezing because you're like filled with ice cream. Wait a minute. It wasn't Ekaraka? Oop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Then maybe the Marshmallow Man would have been Garaka in this movie. You know?
Can't wait to see what they do next. We don't know. Nothing has been announced for anything. We just got Crocs, but that's still cool.
Hell yeah.
I mean, hell, it could have been Bill
props,
Cosby
props,
with pudding pops. We don't know.
God, that got dark quick,
That's a
didn't
collab
it?
you always needed.
Where are we?
I don't know.
Where are we today?
We're in the upside down. You're welcome. Oh, we can end it here. We're an hour and 20 in anyway. I'm sure everyone's bored now, probably anyway.
Yeah. Are you guys still watching? Yeah. Remember, like the video. Share this with your friends right now.
What he said.
Frank, I think that was Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That was a good movie.
He says, evil clowns shooting people with deadly ice cream scoops.
Oh yeah, that was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yeah.
Which
You know what's
they
funny?
keep talking about doing another one somehow.
What?
They're
Oh,
they're making a game, a multiplayer.
No, the game is out.
It is out now. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually made by the same company, Ilphonic, that did Ghostbusters: Spirits
Yeah,
Unleashed.
right. Oh, and Friday the 13th too.
Yeah. Yep.
Replay to get a new dimension.
But like as you said, they're gonna do another Killer Clowns. Didn't they shoot them in the nose and they all blew up, or the ship blew up?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta figure they had a home planet, so there's
Yeah.
maybe
Where'd they
there's
come
more
from?
coming for you.
Right.
Yeah, it's like well, couldn't have blown up all of them. Didn't they kill the main, the big guy?
Well, they
The
destroyed
main-
the ship
yeah.
because the ship was like a
Yeah,
spinning top
it was-
kind of a
It
thing.
was taking off or something like that. I
Yeah.
remember.
I remember going.
No evil Dairy Queen.
Oh God, can you see evil Dairy Queen coming out of a giant black castle with like soft serve on the side? Wait, no, what's that? That ice cream that everybody puts upside down, like it comes out of a giant.
Oh, is there like
I know.
a frosty?
What is it, guys? I know
Blizzard?
it's not a Frosty. That's Frosty's Wendy's.
The Blizzard,
Oh, okay.
the one that they
Blizzard.
do upside down.
Comes out a giant Blizzard cup, and she just goes and then she floats out of it.
Oh, speaking, there's the ice cream truck coming by right now.
Wow, or whatever it says in the background.
So
No,
is that like
it says,
so is that
"Oh,"
like
yeah.
the ice cream version of it?
Oh
we
my
all
God!
have root beer, we all have root beer floats down here. What?
Oh God!
You know, for the longest time, I always thought that Dairy Queen was like just a Texas thing. Because
What does
like
that mean?
the commercials always called it the Texas stop sign. I was like, oh, cool. And then I was really confused whenever I didn't watch like Guardians of the Galaxy and they had a Dairy Queen in there, and I was like, what? What do you
Yep,
mean?
we had
It's
'em here.
like, they have them elsewhere. And now, like
DQ.
for a while, I'd always ask my friends who were like my online friends from different states. I'm like, "Hey, do y'all have a Dairy Queen out there?" What?
Yep.
Yeah, but
We
the
don't
Dairy
have as
Queen
many.
by me is nasty. The tables are all sticky. And
Like, I have a
it's-
Dairy Queen like a minute away from me. The guy there knows me. And he,
Yeah,
like,
I have
always
actually
just
one right down the
discounts
street
it.
from me too.
So if you go out the door, it's like 59 seconds. Okay, we're gonna time you.
Okay.
It's like a 5-minute walk, less than that.
Okay, what's
bye,
what's everyone's favorite Blizzard?
Oh,
Okay, so I
Uh,
actually get a bit of a custom one because I'm a little picky now. But I always get a strawberry blizzard with brownie chunks in it.
oof.
It's good. It's good.
I'm simple. Oreo or
Dude,
Butterfinger.
thank you for watching.
Hey, Vagon. Catch you later, man.
See you later. Thank you.
I guess they gone.
Vagon is gone.
I
Jeez.
get a strawberry shortcake one, like the
Ooh,
strawberry
Reese
cheesecake
Pieces.
on the
Zool, that's a good one.
pieces. I love strawberries. Anything with strawberries.
Is
Alright.
blizzards or yeah? I don't. No, I haven't had one in like. God, I don't. Yeah, I haven't had one forever. I don't remember.
I saw a video of a girl testing it while she was giving it to the person at the window, and she's like, "Yeah, man, don't worry. Here you go." And she put it upside down. And like, this is how you test it. And it went. The girl's like, "Ah!" And the camera stopped. It just like squashed all over their window of their
Yeah.
car.
That's a TikTok fail.
Yeah.
Reese's Pieces does sound good right now. Someone's craving.
Ooh. I don't know if they're doing it by you guys. Maybe by Dave. I don't know if this shop right by you. They had limited time, the small pint of the Reese's Pieces, what the guy said in the chat, but an ice cream, single serve, 99
Okay.
cents.
Mm.
It's new, single serve. It's like a single serve, limited time, shop right.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, 99 cents. I was like, we're buying 3 of these. Just bought 'em. I was like,
Vagon, do I know you? See Oregon. I'm like, oh, is that a person I know?
maybe it's one of your friends. Oregon.
2
A
pounds.
2-pound donut.
Go Oregon
Jeez.
Ducks.
I mean, we have
Well,
dick
it was-
donuts here at Voodoo Donuts.
It was National Donut Day on Friday, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah, I missed out on that.
Well, yeah, it was because Krispy Kreme had the donuts out again for that one night, I think.
I'm sorry, hot take. Krispy Kreme's not a real donut place in my book. Sorry.
Mm-mm.
Well, if you're from PA, the only
I'm
donut
not.
place you ever go to, everybody's got to hashtag this and go to the Instagram and find them when you come to Pennsylvania and go to York, PA. You have to go to Maple Donuts. Their donuts are freaking crazy good. Like
You're freaking crazy.
they're freaking crazy good. I
You're me
had to with
freaking
the
brown
drink,
people.
Good. Or
They're
good.
so good. They're so good. Oh my god.
We have
He's
this
so
place
good.
here in Buffalo called
These
Paula's
are
Donuts.
the best.
They are literally this
The best
big.
donuts ever.
This
They're
this
very
thick.
bigly.
They're fantastic, right, Melania?
They're huge.
They're huge.
Okay,
They're like this big.
listen, people.
All right.
Sure way to get canceled.
Yeah.
I've been canceled more than I know what to do. They're like, I canceled again. Got it.
If-
Joe cancel the third.
Yeah, Joe canceled. I'm still blinking from 2 years ago. I'm like,
All right.
remember that?
You've been canceled more than Family Guy,
Yeah.
or is it Futurama? I think that one's been canceled so many times.
Rain, it's okay.
Futurama
Girl, it's
canceled.
okay. Don't bring that up.
Yeah.
Nope.
Futurama lover, right?
She's
I mean,
still
who isn't?
I love Futurama.
Bender's my favorite character.
Joe
Come on.
canceled the third. I love it. I love
My ringtone is the show song.
I love that. Joe canceled the third.
I mean, come on. Every con I go to, I usually see one or two people doing some kind of Planet Express type cosplay. I actually saw someone try and do the spaceship as an outfit once.
Oh, really? I mean, to give you an idea, I mean, that's my script, my wallpaper.
Nice. Very, very nice. Is that why you have the purple hair as well?
No, that was actually by accident. So that was actually happy accident because originally I dyed my hair magenta. It was the first time it was magenta. I wanted something different, and I didn't know the color combination that I did. So the second time I did it, I ended up putting more purple than red in it because the first time I used more red than purple. And then it came out this color. And at first, when I saw it, I absolutely hated it. I was like, "Oh, I don't like it at all." And then it slowly grew on me, and then I got nothing but compliments on it. I was like, "Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with this color." So it'll be 5 years in September that I've had my hair this color.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, about due for a recolor soon. Last time I colored it was actually December, so it's been a while. But my hair's been this color for so long. It's pretty much permanent. This color, it doesn't even wash out anymore. It's just this color now.
Jeez, that's cool.
Yeah, the whole thing is just my roots I gotta do. So
Yeah, it's funny. My mom sees purple and she immediately goes, "Doesn't your buddy have purple hair?" I was like, "Yes, Mom." Actually, my parents always ask me, "You doing a podcast tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well," but I was like, "Who are you interviewing?" I was like, "I'm gonna be doing it with the girls." My mom's like, "Oh yeah, interviewing with the girls." That's what my mom exactly said. It was so cute. And this is the other reason I wish that you and Rain could have come over for dinner. We had rice and beans and pasteles. We were pastelillos. We had pastelillos. That's what we had. Have you ever had a pastelillo?
I actually had the Xbox version of this game. Not the hair color. The Futurama. The Futurama PS2. I actually had the Xbox version of that game. And would I ever change my color? Probably not. It's kind of my identity now with how I DJ and plus roller derby. It's because my name's Rain and my hair's purple, so they kind of like, "Hey, Purple Rain," and it just stuck. And yeah, it's kind of just it's more of my identity now. So probably won't. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I never say never, right? So I mean, who knows? I don't know what color. I'm thinking about getting it cut, so I'm not sure. It's really long, so I mean, it's
You have very long hair.
yeah. It goes past it if I tilt my head back, if I'm straight, it goes past my butt. But if I tilt my head back, I can make it go past my knees. It's pretty long. Yeah.
Dude.
So I thought about cutting it, maybe just like a couple inches off of it, because I noticed because of the weight, it is pulling a lot on my hair, which I didn't really think about that with long hair because the weight just pulls on it.
Long hair don't care.
Did someone say that?
Did you play roller derby? Say, I haven't played in a while, though I'm still technically on my team, but yeah, I just DJ'd a game for them the other day. They won. I was so
That's
happy.
cool.
But I'm a jammer for my team.
I remember
Though I
watching
entered
roller
my-
derby.
I entered it about a year ago.
Roller derby's boss, man. So awesome.
It's a lot of fun. Though it's different though. So I mean, on the West Coast we have, and some parts of like Middle and East, we have flat track, and then there's also bank track, which is what most people associate with, and like because that's how the older roller derby used to be. So, but it's mostly flat track out here, mostly around the world. It's a lot of flat track. You can actually get better positioning, but bank track is really awesome too. I didn't get a chance to play it, but I have friends who tried it out at RollerCon last year when we went, because they always have a bank track open, but you got to sign up for their classes and they're always full. So wasn't able to check it out, but yeah, I have friends who actually did it. It's very interesting, but I would prefer the flat track more myself. You actually get better positioning. You're not quite as tired. On a bank track, you have to constantly keep skating or you're going to fall into the middle. So, and which is why they do a lot of the whip arounds to help push around.
What kind of materials do they use for the tracks? Is it wood, or is it like more of like the urethane that they kind of put on top of it?
No, it's kind of like a I mean, it's built at bank, but it's got some kind of like material. I don't know how they built it. I know we use particular special quartz that have like these holes in them. And it actually makes the wheels bounce when you roll on them.
Okay.
But it depends on the team and where they're practicing. So we have a huge team over here on the West Coast, the Rose City Wreckers, and they're like number 2 or number 3 in the world. And they have a huge hangar, and they have like these like sport core tracks that are all connected, and then they have it all taped off like where the track is at. But that you can skate on it. It's not the smoothest shit ever, but it's great for braking and
Yeah, because I know there's a major difference between doing like concrete and then doing wood.
yes.
Because back in my rink days,
yeah.
back in my rink days, we had a wood floor, but they had to surface it down and then put the new coat on it every year. But then there was another rink I worked at that had a concrete floor with that same coat, but you could still feel the major differences. So I always just thought wood was always better.
Some people are different. Me, I need more grip because I mean, I'm a jammer. I'm trying to get through people. Some people like to be more slick and more movable. I mean, it depends.
Or more speed.
Preference. Yeah, me, I prefer grip because I'm trying to get around the track as much as possible. So so I would go down to a lower, probably like a hybrid, which is I believe it's 70. Harness is like 78 or 82 or something. No, 84. Outside wheels are very soft, so they can not because a hard wheel is typically on like a hard surface like polished wood and concrete, and that gets you the speed. But soft wheels, so that way if you're outside and you're rolling over a little rock, you're not going to stop and fly forward
and then go flying.
So the hybrid wheels are just a little bit harder with a bit of the softness, so you could use them both indoor and outdoor, which is what I typically use when I like when we are at RollerCon. If you're not on the bank track, it's all on the polished surface of the Las Vegas Convention Center or whatever it's that expo. I think it's the expo or the convention center, one of the two. But it's a huge polished surface, so it makes it a little tough. But it's good derby track. Some people really prefer wood. Some people prefer concrete. I don't know. I just want a space to play. I mean, you could get used to anything when you start playing enough. So.
I mean, years ago, I used to, when I worked at the rink I worked at, I had wheels for outside. Because I would skate on my street and around my neighborhood as well. Because funny story was when I worked at the roller rink when I was 16, I didn't know how to skate at first. So it took me I was literally trying to learn how to stay upright than falling on the floor. And I got to the point where I could hockey stop, and these were just quads I was on. And we got to the point where I could do a lot of tricks.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah.
these are an interesting wheel set. I don't know. So these are my
Okay.
derby skates. These are a dual, which they actually don't
Well,
make these
you
anymore.
got the full you got the full stopper there. Jeez. Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, I run on my toe stops. I mean, so yeah, I mean, they got to be heavy duty for me.
Oh,
yeah.
But this is a dual combo wheel. So the the outside is softer for grip, and then the inside is harder. So that way, so when you're coming in the corners and doing
Do
your
you have a jump
crossovers-
bar on there too, or like stabilizer bar?
No, it's just
Okay.
it's just a plate that's on there.
Okay.
And my tips are in the front. Yeah, but yeah, those are my skates.
Nice.
I haven't played and skated since. I haven't skated since August, and I haven't played since April last year since I injured my hand and my team benched me. So,
I remember when you told me about that. I was like, "Oh my god, no!"
it's personal preference, Zool.
Yeah.
It comes down to personal preference. You are technically more stable on quad skates, so if you're learning to skate, quad skates are much more stable. The inlines obviously give more of like an ice skating kind of feel to it, which is funny because we get ice skaters coming from that sport coming into roller derby, and they're like, "Holy shit, this is totally different!" I'm like, yeah, because you're using different muscles technically around your body when you're skating versus, I mean, roller skating versus ice skating, just because of the way the setup is. So I think it comes down to personal preference. I've played on both. I mean, I started rollerblading initially. I only roller skated when I was a kid. And I actually prefer the quad skates, especially if you're out on the street and again, you're still learning and want to be stable. The quad skates will be your best bet.
I think there's a lot more you can do with the quads too.
Yeah,
Because
there is in
your
ways.
inline skate, your four wheels, and if you have that brake at the back, I mean that tends
Yeah.
to, I mean,
Yeah, the
it
brake at
tends
the
to
back
stick
is
out
easier
further.
for some. Yeah, versus I mean, obviously, I mean, for those who may not roller skate regularly, I mean, the brake in the front, you're not technically supposed to push your foot down to brake because then your foot's going to go flying forward. I mean, technically, it's like for when you're doing backward spins, and then you could brake on that point, stopping you. That's what I do when I stop. Is I do a backward spin and then to a stop. Or hockey stops too are good too. Or there's slides also. Yeah, there's lots of different stuff you can do with the different brakes. But yeah, it just comes down to more personal preference. But I prefer quads. So.
Yeah. I'm a quad person because that's all I ever skated on. I tried inlines. I just couldn't, but I have a history with my vision that I have not the greatest balance. So quads were always better for me.
Yeah, I think they have some, I know, off-road inlines that you can actually skate like,
I've seen them. They look kind of
dirt bike
weird.
tires, or I mean, yeah, they're huge. I mean, so I mean, there's little differences. I think for speed, I would say inlines would probably be better. But if you just want to skate around the city, yeah, quads are a bit more fun, I would say.
I would say
plus,
the
yeah,
boots.
there's a lot of neat things. I mean, plus there's neat things you could do. I mean, if you're into grinding or want to grind on rails or shit like that, you could do the quads. Inlines are a little bit harder to do on that on.
I always thought.
I mean,
inlines,
it would come down to like if you were surfing longboard versus shortboard. You know, I mean, it's just personal preference. You know.
I always hated the boots you had on inline skates because if anything happens, like I mean, it just feels like everything's so tight and like in a vice.
Yeah, they're like, I mean, roller skates. I mean, so there's different types. So I mean, this is a derby skate, which is more like a shoe, which some players don't particularly like because one of the biggest injuries in roller derby is ankle breaks. So yeah, ankle breaks. I mean, actually, everywhere I go, I always stretch my ankles out. But some don't like that maneuverability, so they want a taller boot. But typically, the taller boots for dance skating, and that's where they have like the platform, and it sets you up a little higher. But for derby wise, yeah, I'm just juking and jumping left and right, trying to get around the pack and pushing through. Fuck off.
I knew people who took like some Air Force Ones and mounted them on ski plates.
What?
Just take like regular sneakers and just mount them on plates.
Yeah, I have a friend who did that with a pair of Chucks and another pair with a pair of Vans, and yeah, you can actually mount pretty much any shoe you want to a pair of plates and skates.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Okay, can we do that to my Crocs?
Oh God, yes.
Probably, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
safety
exactly.
reasons?
I mean, because it has to have, somewhere for obviously the screws to attach to it. So I mean, obviously, if it's just this,
Yeah, you gotta take your
crappy
insoles out
rubber,
and everything.
you'll probably fall off very quickly. Or you would have to put something under the croc to support it, and so. But I mean, technically, yeah, you could. Yeah, that's possible.
I mean, it's anything's possible.
Really quick, I do gotta hop off right now.
Yeah, I have to get going too. So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, let's do the send off. I'm
All right.
Ghostbuster Joe.
Okay, well, I'm Rain.
I'm Valerie, the Vampire Slayer.
And I'm Dave.
From
And
the
just
next
remember,
dimension.
Us ghost kids have a lot to talk about. Good night, everybody.